Introduction to kidney and its function. I'm going to talk about the anatomy of the kidneys. So here we see an interior view of the body. The kidneys are this bean-shaped pair organ we have on the back side within the ribs. The right kidney is placed a little lower than the left kidney. There are three main functions that the kidney had, and they are plasma filtration, excretion of waste products, and acid-base homeostasis, and the kidney are able to do all of that with the help of nephron. The head of the nephron is called renal corpuscle, and this is the part that primarily filtrates the plasma. Next is about kidneys' external structures. The kidneys are about 120 to 200 grams. They're about 10 to 13 centimeters long and 5 to 6 centimeters wide and about 4 cm thick. The kidneys has an inferior pole and a superior pole, and on the superior pole we'll find the suprarenal gland resting on it. Next is about the internal structures of the kidney. The kidneys have a compartment within them called the sinus renalis or the renal sinus, and it's filled up by fat called the renal sinus fat. And between the fat, you'll find the renal pelvis and the renal calicus, which lead the urine from the kidneys down to the ureter. The kidneys consist of the renal medulla and the renal cortex. The renal cortex is dark brown in color and soft and granular in consistence. It can be between 4 to 11 mm thick. We also got parts of the cortex going down in between the medulla, which are just extensions of the cortex called the renal columns. If we zoom in a small bit of the kidneys, there's gonna be a lot of nephrons within one kidney. If we divide the kidney, we'll see that parts of it lies in the cortex and part of it lies in the medulla. So the renal cortex is composed of the renal corpuscle, the proximal convoluted tube, and the distal convoluted tube. The renal medulla consists of these renal pyramids. There are about 7 to 18 of those within one kidney. Each of these pyramidal structures, together with their adjacent cortex, will form lobes called renal lobes. When we talk about renal medulla, we'll find the rest of the nephrons here, which is the lobe of Henle and the collecting duct. Let's continue to renal papilla. The renal papilla is going to have these openings of the papillary ducts, which lead the urine from the pyramids towards the minor renal calicus, which going to fuse into the major renal calicus. The urine will then flow into the renal pelvis, then go down towards the ureter.
Chronic kidney disease or CKD is when a person has lasting damage to the kidney that can get worse over time. If the damage is severe, kidney may stop working. This is called kidney failure, and it means they will need dialysis or a kidney transplant to live. Chronic kidney disease has 5 stages. The goal at each stages of CKD is to slow down damage to the kidney and keep them working as long as possible. In the first 2 stages, a person might not even know they have kidney disease. They might feel totally normal. The stage 1 CKD means the mild kidney damage on eGFR of 90 or greater. Most of the time, eGFR value of 90 or greater means the kidney are healthy and working well. But other signs of kidney damage like protein in the urine or physical progression of the disease, they have to seek the doctor regularly and talk about any changes to labs or symptoms they have experienced. In stage 4 of CKD means eGFR value between 15 and 29. The kidneys are moderately to severely damaged and they might experience swelling in their hands and feet, or pain in lower back, foamy or darker urine, or a change in how often they urinate. Stage 4 is the last stage before kidney failure. At this stage, it is important to work with healthcare team to slow down kidney damage. Lastly, stage 5 means have eFTR value less than 15. The kidney is about to or have already stopped working. At this stage, they need treatment like dialysis or a kidney transplant. In this stage, they will have muscle cramp, less appetite, swelling, back pain, urinating more or less than normal, trouble breathing, insomnia, and more.
In stage renal disease, F-like 1.5 to 2 million people worldwide. Sustaining by this short-term solution is time-consuming, expensive, and does not replace all of the function of a healthy kidney. Meanwhile, a global shortage of donors means that hundreds of thousands of people die each, waiting for a kidney transplant. Next, scientists at a UCSF are running a research project with a partner nationwide to help these patients. They are working to develop a small implantable device that replicates many natural functions of the kidney. Coefficient membranes created using silicon nanotechnology will filter toxic from the blood without requiring pump or electric power while the bioreactor containing specially engineered kidney tube cell will perform other renal activities, maintenance appropriate water volume in the blood, electronic balance, and metabolic function. These two advanced technologies will make up a small biocompatible device that adds to the circulatory system and remove toxins to the bladder as a was. The artificial kidney will allow patients to live untethered from dialysis machine, eat and drink more normally, and live their life more freely. Completion of this ambitious project will profoundly improve the quality and length of life for patients with kidney failure as well as reduce the cost and personal toll.